Hello and welcome back to the Courtroom Advocate channel. My name is Miriam Washira. Thanks for watching and subscribing to my channel. A recent visit to Kamiti Maximum Prison reminded me of a case that I dealt with. Well, I was at Kamiti. I met this young man who had been in children's court. His matter was at children's court some years back. And when I saw him, I thought, I know you. Where do I know you from? And he said, oh, Madam Washira, you know me from children's court. We used to meet in the children's court. And, I was curious to ask him, what brought you here? Why are you in Kamiti Maximum Prison? And he said, yeah, I was convicted and I was sentenced to serve under presidential pleasure. The boy was charged with defilement, and the court really struggled with getting him a sentence. The court felt that he deserved a harsh sentence, and so the harsh went around the law, because the law provides that if you get a conviction when you're under 18 for matters you committed when you're under 18, you can only be sentenced to 3 years in a Boston school, and after that you're let go. Actually the law provides that even your records should be cleared. For this case, this young man, what had transpired is that they lived in a flat or a plot, as some refer to them. And children in such living conditions like to flock into one house to watch TV or just to play in a certain house. So in this instance, the boy, they had a TV, and kids loved to come to their house to just watch TV and watch cartoons. So it is alleged, because one, the boy maintains innocence, and he totally denies that he did actually commit the offense. So it is alleged that when the kids came, he took one of the girls, took him to a different room in the bedroom, and sexually assaulted the girl. You know, the reasons that brought the matter to, why the court was struggling with the matter, is because they felt like the details were so gruesome, of what the boy did to the girl, and so he deserved a harsher sentence. So there were quite some evidence that was against the boy, but the boy says, I actually never did this. So the court did go around and sentence him to serve under presidential pleasure, which basically means that he could be in prison for the rest of his life, because when will the president actually use that discretion to let him go? Of course, there is a power of mercy that comes around looking into that and adjusting prisoners' sentences according to good behaviors. But, as a country, as a system, do we follow our laws, or do we go behind our laws to put in children just because we feel like they deserve harsher sentences? Is our system so bad that we believe that a child cannot be reformed? I keep on thinking the person or the people who passed the law that children can only stay in custody for 3 years, they had some research, and maybe even scientific research, that showed that children still could be molded to some, and they could be rehabilitated, their behavior could be rehabilitated. So in this case, the boy actually did go to Boston School, served there until he turned 18, and then he was brought to Kamiti Maximum. The question is, did we give the boy a chance to reform? When we put him there with such indefinite sentence, did we give him a chance to reform? I do have a TikTok channel, and I put up a video asking that question, and I got a message from an officer, prison officer, who tells me, actually, in our prison in Nyeri, we do have such matters, several of them, where we have children first sentenced to Bristol, and then later on they are brought to the main prisons. Is this a trend that we want to encourage, or are we saying that actually now children are committing dangerous or serious crimes that now we need to review our laws, or are courts allowed to just review the laws as we go along? are we not violating these children's rights? Because everybody, if we are all to be jailed for the mistakes we did when we were children, then we'll all end up in jail. So the question I'm asking is, what do you think should be done to children who commit such gruesome or serious crimes? Is it time to amend our laws so that we are now jailing them for longer? Other countries are actually looking and working very hard to ensure that children don't get into the system, that youth do not end up spending so much time in prison because of, we all know that when you're young you make some very hasty decisions, and the question is, nobody even asked the boy what could have probably led to such behavior. Maybe he was also an abused child, maybe he was exposed to pornography that gave him the ideas on what to do and so on. So is there a way we could have rehabilitated him better? Does taking him to Kamiti Maximum rehabilitate him, or any other prison, the many other children or youth who are in prisons, are we rehabilitating them, or we are destroying their lives? I will leave that you to ponder on that, and I would love to hear what you are taking. Of course, when the courts are making those decisions, we are saying they're also taking into account the victim impact statement, and looking into it. But how far can we go when it comes to imprisonment? We now have even jails, Bosto schools. In about 2 years, we started a Bosto school for girls. Are we saying we need to review the laws that govern our children so that it gives more leeway for imprisonment of such young offenders? What is your take? Kindly let me know within the comment sections.